Hello. I have to share stuff with you right now because things are happening so quickly that I wanted to have you guys flowing in the energy of what's going on for myself right now so that you can tap in, tag in, jump in, surf the wave, whatever it is that you do. I want you here in the energy of this. So I titled this, What Do You Want from the World? And as I'm walking around the block, I'm realizing it's not what do you want from the world. I think we've got that all wrong. It's what do we want from the energy of all that there is? What do we want? Okay. So I've been talking for 23 years, almost 24 years, about bringing my husband home from work. In 2017, I got a little bit more serious about it, meaning that I actually started to create a business in a way that might actually bring him home. And in October of 2023, I got super serious, meaning that I literally chose and I've been doing this all along, but not in as big a step as I've been doing in the past. I jumped into a couple things. I jumped into them fully conscious of I am so ready for this. I am so ready to do this. And so there's a lot of different little bits and pieces happening with that. So, what do you want from the world? Well, shift your thinking from, you know what, when we think about that tangible world thing, that's possibly what's holding us back already. Okay. It's more of a what do I want from the energy of all that there is? Because if it's the energy of all that it is likely already there. And that's what we're being told time and time again is that it's already there. If you want something, you already have it. Well, let's actually start tapping into the energy in that manner then. It's not what do we want from the world? It's more like what do we want from all that there is? And uh, so, so just kind of taking a step back. In October of 2023, I chose to hire a coach for a 3-month program. I chose to jump into a very pricey membership, and when I say pricey, I mean it's really quite pricey. And on reflection back of that price, I recognized that I was only $100 short a month for something that I did in 2020. I believe it was 2020, and that was so productive that year when I was spending that money. And I haven't spent that kind of money on myself since then. And I've just been very stagnant in what I'm doing. Now, does that mean you have to spend money? I'm not saying no, go. I'm not saying don't. Let me rephrase this. What I'm saying is if opportunity knocks, take it. You will be the best decider on whether you can financially afford it or what is going to be the result if you can't afford it. And by afford it, I'm not talking about finances, but what is going to happen to your life if you don't do it? Okay. So, what has happened since I made the decision to take this coaching program to jump into this year-long membership? And I'll be upfront with you, I had to borrow money from my dad to do this 1-year membership. Having said that, I've also really made a commitment to myself to do X amount of whatever so that I can pay him back in a timely manner. I believe I told him about 6 months. I haven't actually grabbed the money as of yet. That's neither here nor there. But what's unfolded is that I made a big decision. I jumped in both feet and head first, fully dove into this. I put out a big amount of faith in myself, and I got instantly terrified. It scares the crap out of me what I'm stepping into. And you know what? That's crazy because what I'm stepping into is something that's going to make my life and my husband's life and so many other people's lives way better. Like, at this moment sitting here, I have no foreseeable or tangible um, outcome of this. I just know that I am going to be a difference maker in my life, my husband's life, and other people's lives because I've chosen to step into doing this for myself. Okay. So, what happened from that is okay. So, end of October, I chose to step into something that cost me a lot of money I had to borrow off my dad. Because of that faith in myself, because of my saying yes to myself, I have now taken part in a couple different events. And one of these events, I won a prize worth $50,000 US. I'm Canadian, so for the Canadians, you already know that's actually way more. There are also other prizes in that that actually has already risen that 50,000 US, probably up to about maybe close to 80,000 Canadian. So having said that, I've also 2 or 3 years ago used to write every single day in my morning pages about making $85,000, and here I did it in essence in 1 day. It's not financial cash money, but it is a prize package that has the potential to just shoot me off in places that I can't even foresee right now. So that happened. So then the next night I saw these northern lights. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys are on my personal profile on Facebook. I have shared one picture on my business page on Facebook, Sandra Pelli da Sandini, of the northern light pictures that I took. Oh my gosh, incredible. The next morning I woke up, the sun was rising, got a beautiful sunrise picture as well. And these felt like $50,000 moments to me. Today, I sold a vehicle. I sold my car. There's another $8,000 in my pocket. There's a reason all of these things are happening rapidly. I had my car on one website for I don't know how long. I think it was like 90 days and not a peep. Only scammers were getting in touch with me. I put it on a different site 2 nights ago, and boom, I got a buyer. First person that's looked at it, they're buying it. They're buying it tomorrow. They've already, basically signed the papers, and they're buying it. My truck had a guy come by twice yesterday because that's on the market as well. It was on the market before, but now that I'm making a chance on myself, things are flowing. There's something else that happened. Oh yeah, I've got an elliptical for sale. That a person's possibly buying it tomorrow. They're coming into my town and they're coming over to look at it and buying it tomorrow. So things are happening so rapidly. Even listen to how fast I'm speaking, right? It's like, so when opportunity knocked, I said yes. We had a very, very, very powerful conversation yesterday in the Soulful Power Call. That's a free call that we have every Tuesday. And it actually ended up being about one of the other participants and the posts that she's making on her pages and profile right now. And it was all about food and being healthy, not necessarily food, but what does being healthy cost too much? And that's in essence what I'm bringing to you here is not anything about health per se, although I would like to think that my health is way better. And my husband's health is going to be even better than it is right now when he comes home from his job on a permanent basis, ideally within 6 or 7 months. Um, where was I going with this train of thought when I just felt into the energy of my husband coming home from work and never having to go back there? That just felt so powerful. What would it, oh my gosh, I can feel the emotions coming up right now. What would it cost me if I chose to just keep going on with the way I was doing things before October 23rd, 2023 is what I mean. I would possibly lose my husband to a heart attack or something else. Um, I would possibly never be able to forgive myself, although I'm not sure that that's who I am, but I would have a lot of guilt possibly around that because my husband wouldn't be able to come home because nothing was changing for me. But because I am choosing, oh, and I just love the energy of this. I can feel the roller coaster of this. And now that beautiful swoosh up of that beautiful ride. And now I'm going from the top of the roller coaster. I'm not going back down there. I'm going to be an eagle. I was thinking of that today. I'm the eagle flying right now. And in my making this commitment to myself, I've made a commitment to my husband. I've told him about this. I told him about this $50,000 prize that I've won, and it's coaching. It's all these incredible things that are going to help me move myself forward. And he basically was very upfront with me. I don't understand what you're talking about, and I'm like, you don't need to understand it right now. You know what? Just believe in me for a little bit, and I'm going to make this happen, right? And I can feel a shift in his attitude already because now he's starting to feel that maybe I am going places with this, right? So when opportunity knocks, answer the door and be prepared to look at what it costs you if you don't take that opportunity. I'm not talking about finances. I'm talking about your health. I'm talking about where you are on your journey. Like if you wanted to be like, I'm going to use my stuff as an example and maybe other people's stuff. Um, I help you connect with spirit guides. I help you connect with your most intimate guide, your inner child. If you if opportunity knocked on your door and you had the chance to do that and really start to understand all this stuff in such a big, powerful way, then you would jump at that. I would hope you would, for your sake, jump at that so that you could go faster, further. But if you said no, where would you be a year from now? Would you be in the exact same place? So if you were being offered something where a personal trainer, I would love a personal trainer to knock on my door and go, "Hey, I have a program. I'm going to work with you on a weekly basis. I'm going to tell you what you have to do every day, and I'm going to hold you accountable." I actually do that with another girl, and we should actually do that again because I haven't done that in some time. But I that's how I got to where I am in my steps, up to 7,500 steps a day. It's because I had a kind of like an accountability partner. But if I had a personal trainer knock on my door and say, "Hey, I'm going to keep you accountable. I'll talk to you every week. I'm going to give you the plan on what to do," um, I would right now. I would jump on that opportunity because I know that my health is it's something that I am so consciously aware of because of my age, because of what's going on with my mom and dad, my parents' parents, my husband's parents, I mean. And it just goes on and on and on. I could keep giving you lists of, right now I'm working with a coach who's all about messaging. And I could just carry on with that same old messaging that's not working, or work with this coach who's going to show me how to message properly. Right. So when opportunity knocks, are you going to say yes? And the final thing, just to wrap it back around, I said to you at the beginning of this is, what do you want from the world? Recognize it's not the world, it's the energy. By choosing to believe in myself, all the energy is moving and what's the word I want to use here is the vibration of everything that I am believing in myself. It's attracting in all of this beautiful magical stuff and providing it to me as well. That's what I want to bring to you. Okay. Right on. So take a moment to think about what you want. And if the opportunity comes up, take it. Okay. Thanks, guys.